Ashley Pfeiffer, the maker behind Stamped AF. I am popping on for kind of a spontaneous live. This is streaming to Facebook and YouTube and my Facebook group. So if you want to pop on and let me know where you're joining from, that would be great. So impromptu live, it's because my pre-order arrived, and I'm gonna venture a guess that I have probably ordered 3/4 of the catalog. So you're in for a treat. So it's not gonna be just a quick 5-minute live. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm sorry, you can probably see my phone in the thing there. I was looking at this and I'm like, why is my phone so low? And I'm guessing now that's why. Hi, Pam. Okay, so I have a lot to show you. I am in the midst of doing my newsletter. I know it's June 6th, but when have I ever been on time for anything? But if you live in Canada and you need a copy of these catalogs, this is the July to December mini catalog, and this is the celebration brochure, which runs from July 1st to August 31st. There are so many amazing things in here. Hi, Cindy. So if you need a copy of these, I will, in my newsletter, there is a link to request that. I'll also share it on Facebook. But so much to show you. I don't even know where to start. So let's start with one of the bigger items that I have out. The Embossing Additions Toolkit. Now I have kind of sorted this out. One, so that I can show you bundles versus standalone stamp sets, I almost said dies, versus some embossing folders, and I got a couple of embellishments, but I'm participating in my own share for that, so I like to do it that way. But I did order a couple things, and then I also took plastic off of these because I don't know about you, but I know this whole ASMR thing is a thing, but the sound of crinkly plastic in a video is like nails on a chalkboard for me, so took those all apart. Hi, Corinne. Hi, Kathy. Aw, thank you, Cindy. Hi, Megan. I really appreciate that, Cindy. Every little bit counts. So even if you can't order from me, just watching is fantastic. Not just watching, but supporting me in a way that you can. Okay, so remember, the Embossing Buddy retired a year and a half ago. It's back! And all new. It has the Stampin' Up! Tray. So if you were not involved with Stampin' Up! When they used to sell this in the past, they now have one. Because, I mean, we all need branded everything, right? So there is the tray. There is the Embossing Buddy, of course. There are some tweezers so that you can hold your stuff while you're embossing it. Like, seriously, I feel like Stampin' Up! Has been watching us, right? There's a brush. So, like, everything that we've needed before, Stampin' Up! Didn't have, but now they do. Now, I am going to say I still want to have a thin, like, angled brush, but love this. Look at these tweezers. They've got a good amount of plastic on there. Okay, so that is the embossing, what did they call it? Embossing Additions Toolkit. It is very easy to miss in the catalog. You may have separate pieces already, but this comes in one nifty little package. Hello, Feline. Right, the embossing set. Love it. Okay, so I think I will go next to the standalone stamp sets. The tweezers are amazing. Okay, so when I ordered this one, this had a the product number was significantly lower than the rest. So I have a feeling that this might be a returning fave from many, many years ago. But I wish I could show you the catalog. If you have a catalog, then head on over and take a look at how they've used it. But I just love how you've got the outline and then you can fill it in. So if you don't want to color them, which, I mean, that's what I'm going to be doing. But if you don't want to, you can put that in there. You could still color it and then you can stamp that in. But love all these little bits and pieces. You've got ornaments and bulbs and 'tis the season to be jolly, believe in the magic, jingle all the way. Okay. Yeti to party. This is so cute. I actually thought it did have dies because I feel like anything this cute needs to have dies. But Yeti to party. Get Yeti to party. Is it Christmas Yeti, winter wishes, holiday hugs? And there are a couple of embossing folders that are going to complement this quite nicely, so I'll bring them in now. The Whimsical Woodland 3D embossing folder. Now I apologize, I don't have samples of any of this. Today was my first Monday in the office in like 2 years. I am exhausted and I'll be working a full week, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so it's got some cute little trees, whole bunch of different textures. Really cute. So that is the Whimsical Woodland 3D embossing folder. And then, right, the Yeti is so cute. Hi, Jennifer. And then there's the Charming Landscapes embossing folder. So these are some minis. You can see that there's this cute little like neighborhood and then some mountains. So I think these mountains are going to be fabulous. And I mean, it's probably, I think that because I've seen it. It's in the catalog like that, but cute little mountains. So I'm going to keep these together because if you have watched any of my videos, you know that I put labels on these. So they will have on the front side, Charming Landscapes 1 and Charming Landscapes 2. Just so that when I'm doing a video or showing you product, I know what it's called. Okay, so there's Yeti to party. Hi, Marsha. I'm so glad you caught me live. I'm significantly earlier than normal and I don't go live on Mondays, but my son brought in this box. He sent me a text and he's like, I brought in your heavy box. It was really bloody heavy. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of product in there. Okay, Forever Friendship is another one. This cardigan drew me in and this closed the deal. Look at this cute little typewriter with a heart with the thank yous. You've got some plants. Just so cute. Now, I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail on these or we'll be here till tomorrow. Family and Friends is another one that really caught my eye. I love those little twinkly lights, and I love how you've got a couple facing away from us. Like you can color the back. It can be anyone. You've got a little family there, some trees. Now this Trees for Sale. Hi, Kim. The Trees for Sale actually does have dies, and they're part of Celebration. So this Trees for Sale, you can see cute little dog. You've got the stand, you've got a sign, you've got a whole bunch of trees. And then if I go into my Celebration pile, which, oh, if you haven't seen it, you're gonna love it. Where are the dies for this? Tree Lot dies. I ordered like as much as I could through Celebration. Can you believe this? This is a Celebration item, and let me just confirm without showing you the catalog if this is a level 1 or a level 2. I believe it's a 2 because seriously, look how many dies are in there. Yes, it's a level 2. So in Canada, it is free with a $120 order. Now, that being said, if you are a demonstrator, you can take advantage of the pre-order this month and earn Celebration rewards. If you're not a demonstrator and you would like to be, you can choose new product from the pre-order, and then in your subsequent orders, you can earn your Celebration rewards. But look at this, like seriously, must have. Cute little camper. You've got the little tree stand, like the dog, the stars, so many dies. Isn't that incredible? So that is gonna go with this. This won't be quite the same without the dies when they're gone, will it? But if you're not a business demonstrator, you get to keep them forever. Okay, next. This is another item from Celebration. I will show you that when we get a little further in. I'm going to do the punch bundles now, just because they're right here. So this is Bewitching. A cute little hat with the band and some stars. I think this is going to be so cute. So usually I wouldn't get Halloween bundles quite this early, but I could not help myself. I bought like everything. Right, Cheryl? Cheryl says she loves the trees and camper. Christmas Scotty. So stinking cute. Like, hello, yes please. May your days be furry and bright. I mean, you can use that with the little dog from here. We've got a punch that punches out the dog that's standing. We've got the little bow, like so cute. And it's photopolymer, of course. And very best occasions. So this one has some wonderful sentiments in there. The one that really caught my eye was with a little more sparkle and a little less stress, let's make this Christmas the very best. And they're not all seasonal. I mean, thinking of you, love you, mean it, love you, miss you, happy birthday, you're the best ever. And then look at this punch. So you can get a straight, you can trim off the corner. I did a presentation today and I could not speak. So if I can't speak now, I mean, you know me, right? But if I can't speak now, I'm going to blame it on that because it was a lot of talking, a lot of reading, and a lot of being in front of people. So by the time the presentation was over, I'm like, oh, I'm exhausted. So ready for a nap. Kathy says she loves the Christmas Scotty. Okay, so we've got this little, I'm going to guess that that's to cut into a tag. You can square off your things and then this funny little shape. Okay, so that is very best occasions. I do not know what the names of the bundles are for any of these. Okay, we have another cute Halloween. Now we're coming to the die ones. So I've taken off that plastic, but I have not yet opened the dies. And as you know, I keep my dies on a magnetic sheet, so I am going to move those. Okay, so say Boo and Scary On. Love at First Bite, Halloween Happiness, Trick or Treat, You're So Sweet, Boo, and look, they are all silhouettes. You could do a gorgeous blended ink blended background, and then just stamp them. And then look, this is what sold me. Okay, so we've got this little haunted mansion. We've got a bunch of bats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got a little moon, but look at this one. So you can cut out your shape, and you could just use it like this, or you can cut out that original one, and then you can either stack these two or cut this out of the bottom one. How cute. So that was a must-have. Every year I think, I'm not going to buy the Halloween stuff. I don't make Halloween cards. Every year I end up making Halloween cards, but I'm in it for the treats. So I will be making some treat holders with that for sure. Okay, I'm going to have quite the mess to clean up after. Carol wants to see the punch. Let's do that. Do I have a scrap? I do somewhere. I don't really want to use white because I have a feeling that's not really going to show. So let's take a little piece of the Hues of Happiness. And for those of you that purchased the Hues of Happiness Craft and Connect, it is finally ready. I was able to do my voiceover last night. I just need to add it to the tutorial. Okay, so there is the punched piece and then the negative, positive. I don't know. It's been a long day. Okay, and here's the one where we're just going to cut that off. So you'll be left with some triangles. And then this one, much like the detailed trio punch, which is never leaving my craft room. You know I don't keep retired items, but that one's not leaving. There is a little notch here. And then you've got stoppers here. So when you go to do a tag like this, you're going to push it in as far as it'll go. Probably not on an edge where you've punched already. But you're going to line it up, push it to those two edges, and then you're going to line up that piece and punch. I'm sorry, there's a motorcycle coming in the neighborhood. It's my neighbor's son. Okay, so that is that punch. He's just taking a nice leisurely ride. Hi, Diane. Initially, I thought I was going to do an unboxing for my team and then do one for everyone else. Whoopsie. And then I thought, you know what? It has been a super long day. I don't know how much energy I have in me, and I want everyone to be able to see it. So 2 birds, 1 stone. Cottage wreaths. So typically Stampin' Up! Has a stamp set like this that covers a few different seasons, occasions. Like we've got a spider, we've got some spruce, I guess, some leaves, a bow, acorn, holly, and then this cute little wreath. Now I will tell you, there is there's a holly bundle that I don't have quite yet. I ran out. Like, this was a huge order, but I was going beyond my budget if I added anything else. So there is one that I cannot wait to order. But cottage wreaths, it's got that. I don't need to see this stamp set. Bigger party, right? Okay, Country Wreath dies. Look at all these dies. Sorry. So, like I said, I don't have samples, but you can see that these ones are going to nest, so you can die cut like a quite full wreath. These ones, they pop up. These ones are going to cut out, so I'd probably suggest doing this one as the base and then this one on top, but you can also stamp it and then die cut it. You've got multiples for almost everything, not the bow, but there's these leaves and then the ones that will cut out the stamped images. Lots of great things. There's the spider. Okay, so that is Cottage Wreaths. This is not going to fit in there. And I cut myself on a piece of plastic that was in the box, and I can see now that this is the case. So usually what happens when this happens, in the beginning I would email Stampin' Up! And say, hey, I have a broken case, but it got to the point where there were enough of them coming that I'm like, you know what, I don't want to wait for more cases to come, so I just ordered some, because I mean, this was a heavy box. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this might have been 30 pounds, maybe. So, I mean, not unreasonable to think that something is going to get squished a little bit. So I just have empty cases that I will switch. Because also, I don't want Stampin' Up! To have to send me clear cases, because one, it costs them money in product, and two, in shipping. So, solved. Perched in a tree. That was a little probably unnecessary rant, wasn't it? Perched in a tree, so mixed font sentiment, love that. This cute little bird, but I will tell you, it is the dies that got me on this one. And you know that anytime I buy dies and not the stamp set, I end up getting the bundle and I don't save myself the 10%. So I just do it now, regardless. Okay, so you know we've lost some amazing leaf dies and stamp sets. Look at the detail in that. And then this one. Sorry, microphone. Look at this. I wish I could show you the catalog. If you don't have the catalog, then you're going to need to see it. But look at this. Isn't it amazing? I know it's probably not much to see now, but I mean, you can have this in the background. You could have it in the foreground. You've got this huge piece, which if I grab just a regular card mat, this is going to take up most of the front. Good size die, isn't it? So I can't wait for you to see that in the catalog if you haven't already. Perched in a tree. I did get a good mix of holiday, autumn, and Halloween. I tend to focus more on the seasonal, like the fall and the Halloween, and then wait for the Christmas, but not this time. Okay, celebrate with tags. We've got this cute little mitten. We've got this made with love, which is just adorable. Let's celebrate you. You can see the sentiments, but look at this. Look how tall this is. So we have, you know, when we make tags, typically we have to do a little bit of partial die cutting, or we have to do some scoring. This one, I'm not going to take it off, is all one. I will take it off. So you're going to put that on your cardstock, and when it comes out, it has its holes, it's scored, and it is a fold over tag. And then we've got all of these little extra pieces. I don't know where that was. But we've got a balloon, a little banner. We've got some, they look like Swiss cheese candles. The mitten, we've got 2 stitched hearts. Some candles, we've got some little dots, a snowflake, a stitched circle, stitched rectangle, banner, and then this other tag die. So we've got one that's scalloped and stitched, and then one that is just kind of a nice little simplified ornate design. So that is the Celebrations Tags dies, and just look how long they are. Another one that's not going to fit in there. That's okay. Right, Diane? Isn't it awesome? Okay, next I am going to show you the Snowman Magic. This one was one that I just had to have. So stinking cute. Like, look at this little bunny. I've got a bird. sunglasses. We've got the cute little faces. It's the most magical time of the year. Just so, so cute. Photopolymer. And then coordinating dies. You know what? I am going to say yes, they would fit the length. Will they fit the length? I had to get new plates because my other one's cracked. They would have to go in 2 passes. They're a little too long to fit in the mini. They would fit width-wise, but length-wise, you would have to take it through twice. Oh, and an update. I think I shared it, but I mean, I could be just dreaming it. The magnetic plate is being discontinued. So there will not be one for the mini. I've only used mine like a handful of times, but again, the magnetic plate was not up to Stampin' Up's standards with repeated, like heavily repeated use. The plates were separating and they're just not okay with providing a substandard product. So this is no longer orderable. Boo. But I mean, kudos to them. It's not an easy decision to make. It's not a popular decision. Okay, Snowman. What's this called? Snowman dies. Nice and easy. Pretty much, Megan. I'm gonna say it's probably about 75%. But you know, looking at the catalog when my physical catalog arrived today, I'm like, I don't have that, I don't have that, I don't have that, I don't have that. I'm like, maybe not 75%. What really sold me on this was this cute little snowflake. See, this is why I wanted to do an unboxing, because there are still 3 more bundles, some embellishments, some gorgeous paper that you need to see, and celebration. Okay, so look at this frame. How cute would that be, like as a shaker card or just to frame your little snowman? And dies to cut everything. So, I mean, the little bird, there's a whole, look at this! OMG. You can die cut the little arms. And you know what would be so cute is to put a Brad in there and have like an interactive, it's like a robot snowman. I'm tired. Okay, so that is the Snowman dies. So cute, right? And I love something like this because it's not holiday themed. It's seasonal, it's winter. But between the die and this little bunny, I don't know which one it was that I just had to have it. Okay, take a breath. So Cindy, when I think I shared the post, but maybe not. Stampin' Up is saying just like low tack tape, washi tape, unfortunately back to what we had before. But I mean, if you were able to get your hands on the magnetic plate, I don't know how much it's going to take for this to start coming apart. So if you have one, hang on to it. I mean, this thing is sturdy. So I would think that maybe the people that were having issues were doing a lot of die cutting. You can see I've used mine a little bit and nothing so far. So if you have it, use it. Winter and snow are... I live in Winterpeg, Manitoba, so I totally understand what you mean. Okay, Ringed with Nature. This is another hybrid embossing folder. I did not unwrap this one, so if you want ASMR, here it is. My son was raving about this a few months ago, so I went and looked up ASMR on YouTube, and it was the most annoying thing I could imagine. I'm like, nope, not for me. This is different plastic. Okay, so here are the rings, because we need these in our lives. And then there's also the tree rings dies, and then there is coordinating DSP in celebration. That is correct, Lynn. So the full size, like the regular Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine magnetic plate, has been turned off because there have been enough instances where the layers are coming apart. So given that information, they are not going to look into the mini magnetic plate, which is a shame. So we'll see. I mean, this is the second go around, and they were pretty confident with this one, but I mean, people have had it for a month, 6 weeks, maybe 2 months, and that's definitely not what you want to see that early on. Okay, so Tree Rings Hybrid Embossing Folder, and this is by hybrid. It means that if you put the dies in, you can both emboss and cut them at the same time. If you haven't seen a hybrid embossing folder, we have quite a few. Well, maybe not quite a few. We have a few. So what you do is you line it up. Obviously, we would have cardstock under here. Okay, I'm not going to do it, but you would line up your cardstock, and then I'm probably doing this the wrong way. Okay, put the cardstock down. Then you're going to turn that so that it kind of locks in place, and then do whichever is easier. I find flipping the cardstock there is easier, and then when it comes out, it will be both cut and embossed. And then there are dies for just the individual little rings. There's actually a couple of them. There is, I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's probably something for this, but there is, during, what was it? Whatever, oh, there was, okay. Yeah, Kathy, we're not in the mountains, we're in the prairies, but yes, very snowy. So during, what did we just have? There was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator event where Shelly and Sarah were creating with this bundle, and it was funny because I think Shelly thought these were mushrooms, but they could also be gumdrops. I saw gumdrops, I didn't see mushrooms. But this is a great set of dies. Like, you've got the acorn. This could actually be the bottom of the acorn too. So cute little detail in there. This would be adorable with the nuts about squirrels. Oh my goodness. So many ideas. Where are you, nuts about squirrels? How stinking cute would that be with this? He could be, I mean, it's kind of a bit bigger, but oh, fun, fun, fun. So I tend to keep my embossing folder and the die with the bundle, but there is one recently where I keep it with my embossing folders, just so that I don't forget about it. So that is Ringed with Nature. It also coordinates with this DSP. Should we open one of these and give them a quick gander? Let's just do it. My fingers have not been working lately. Trying to get all the plastic off of those die packages was not fun. Okay, so this is free as a level 1 item. Okay, so A side, B side. And these ones are not like Christmassy themed. You can use them for fall, winter, what have you. Okay, I'm just going to move them out of the way. So A side, B side. Oh, definitely using the A side on that one. The hardest thing is when you get papers that you are completely in love with both sides. Okay, A side and B side. Ooh. A side and B side. Those are cute little houses. Hi, Tina. Okay, so I guess that's why she thought they were mushrooms. So they can be mushrooms, they can be gumdrops, they can be the bottom of the acorn. And look at that. You can die cut those rings as well. You don't even have to stamp them. Okay, and then this one is a gorgeous, probably holiday themed one. And then some trees on the back. And that is it. Isn't that a gorgeous DSP? And the thing I love about this is it's just the DSP. There is one item in Celebration that is a stamp set and DSP. And I think, truth be told, I think there's only 2 items I did not get through Celebration. It's because I didn't love them. Instead, I got 3 of one of the stamp sets because I loved it so much, and it's going to make a great gift prize. Sweet Gingerbread. More gumdrops. This one's a cute little one, but it was the dies that got me on this one, I guess, as is usually the case. Look at the details. This cute little fence. You've got a tree. Don't know what those are. I'm going to say they're maybe bricks or something. But remember, I was showing you these embossing folders. I think that would be great as a background. So that is the Sweet Gingerbread house, not man. Uh-oh. No one's there to tell them to stop it. Okay, so here is the last bundle that I have that is part of the mini catalog. Mika! Kindest gnomes. Who doesn't love gnomes? Look at this one with the braids. This one's peeking up under the hat. So cute. Now there is coordinating DSP for this and some of the other bundles. Sorry. But I did not order that yet. I'm going to save that for my product share. And one of my tasks for tonight or tomorrow is to create my product share Google form so that you can start to sign up for that. It is really difficult on the tails of the annual catalog having just come out May 1st, beginning of May. So it's a lot going on. So I'm sorry if you've been waiting for that. I'm on it. Okay, so we've got some stitching. I guess this is one of the hats. Another thing that looks like a gumdrop. We got some gumdrops going on. Hi, Roz. Some cute little feet. We've got, I don't know if that's going to be hair or grass. Probably grass for the mushroom. So cute. Gonna have to have some kind of gumdrop theme. Okay, now there are two more things in the mini. Well, actually, there's a couple more things. So this is called the Snowflake 12 by 12 specialty vellum. Would help if I held it high enough, right? Plastic, plastic, plastic. So now the oldest female's coming in like, that wasn't me, Mom. It wasn't me barking, I swear. Okay, so, some is flocked. Okay, so this flocked. Cute. Ooh, I think they're all maybe not different. Nope. Okay, so this one is like snowflakes or just they're flocked polka dots. So soft. And look, it is pretty opaque. Like you can see my hand back there, but none of the detail. Very pretty. Yours came on Saturday. So lucky. Mine was showing that it was going to arrive early, which never happens. And then it got caught up in customs and didn't come till today. I'm like, no! I would have had all weekend to play and make samples and things. But no, it came today when I'm at work for the first time in the office on a Monday. Okay, so here's another snowflake. This one is different from the first one. This paper is very easy to miss in the catalog. Okay, so we had 1, 2, 3 flocked, and then we have 3 iridescent. How beautiful is that? Oh, that's no fun, Tina. Are you stalking it? Saying, get out of picking, get out of picking. I pay for expedited because I'm just too darned impatient. And expedited in Canada is 2 days at best, which kind of stinks because there are demonstrators in the US that get them overnight, and I'm like, I have to wait. But I mean, you get the Maritimes here and they're waiting for like 2 weeks. So this paper is very easy to miss in the catalog. So here is your PSA. Do not miss out on this paper because I think it's going to go into unorderable and quick. Look at that. So it's silver without the light catching it, and then it's all prisms and rainbows. And then this one, so it's the same pattern. One is iridescent and one is flocked. Oh, it's going to be hard to use this, isn't it? So that one caught my eye and it was just so pretty. I could not pass it up. One more embossing folder. This is the Leaf Fall embossing folder. If you can see this here, it's got a whole bunch of falling leaves. Let's see if it will stand out a little more on here. So look at that. Wouldn't that be a gorgeous background? So Leaf Fall. falling leaf fall. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the last couple of things from the mini that I purchased. This is not it by any means. The glitter washy 4-pack. So we've got like a pumpkin pie, granny apple green, gorgeous grape, and basic black. Look how sparkly they are. I don't know. There is, it's a 1/4 inch and there are 5 yards. I don't know if it's 5 yards per color or 5 yards total. I'll find out when I open it. Far too early to be thinking about Halloween. This, I had to have it. I just said, right, that I'm not ordering things like ribbon and DSP because I'm going to get those as part of my product share. I could not pass this one up. It was kind of like the snowflake paper. So this has a very different coating than any other ribbon I have ever seen, and I don't want to cut this apart. Ooh. Oh, look at it. Focus. Look how pretty. Let me put it on here so you can kind of get the full effect. How pretty is that? Yes, I am. I got the Scotty bundle instead. Oh, I see. That makes sense. You know, when I first started as a demonstrator, I would see people doing expedited orders all the time. And I'm like, the cost of that is like 2 full packs of cardstock. But it got to a point where it was more about the timeliness of things arriving than the money. But that is, it's a personal thing, right? Okay. Pearlized enamel effects basics. So the closest thing I can think of is stickles, right? But look, it's got like a mother of pearl finish to it. So there is white, there is real red, and there is black, basic black. And it looks like it has metallic. You know what? Let's open it. Where did that white piece of cardstock go? I probably left it in there, didn't I? Okay, I've got a piece of basic white thick that I scored that I'm not going to use because it's thick. Woo! I wouldn't call that black. I will bring it up to the camera in a second. It's like I'd say it's like a pearlized basic gray. Now, it may dry darker. OMG. Now for the real red. I know these are very small dots. Oh, OMG. Look. They're so pretty. The camera will not do it justice. I'm telling you, they are, they have a pearl finish. And they are stunning. I almost wonder, I don't want to smear it, but I almost wonder if you'll get a better idea with it being smeared. But it does come with a 3. How cute would that be with that Scotty bundle? Okay. And a little bonus thing. I never got rid of my Snowfall Accents puff paint because there was so much of it left, and I thought, I'm going to want snow again. So I didn't get rid of mine, and it's back. So I thought, I can't imagine the formulation being much different, and I have this, but if anyone wants to let me know if it's any different. Megan, let's see, because I still have to go through the celebration stuff. There's not a whole lot of detail on here. It basically says the colors in every language. Is it on the line of crystal effects? I'm not sure I know what you mean, Judy. I think you're kind of asking if it's similar to like crystal effects. So I've got that here. I would think it's kind of the same consistency. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to put this somewhere safe so I don't put something on it. Because let's be honest, that sounds exactly like me, doesn't it? So I'm going to start with the DSP. This is a celebration item. Everything from here on forward is celebration. So silver and gold specialty paper. That is a good thick piece of cardboard. Okay, so it's got some gold stripes. It is single-sided, so you don't have to choose. Stripes and then polka dots in both silver and then gold. I think that's going to go fast. And this reminds me of a paper from a couple of years ago. You can add color to this. You can use blends. You can use, we don't have sponge brayers anymore, but you could use a blending brush. So many different ways you can add some color to these. The blends might dull the metallic a little bit, but it's hard to say. You are most welcome. Okay, so remember I said that there were like 2 or 3 items I didn't get from Celebration because I wanted this one stamp set. This amazing phrasing is a level 2 item, and I think it's because there's 17 stamps in here, so I'm going to venture a guess and say like 17 sentiments or 17 parts of sentiments. So woohoo, amazing, hey, oops, and then all these down here. So I got 3. 1 for me and then some gifts. I'm going to have a team bingo coming up. There will be a mini catalog bingo coming up. I need to get on my bingo game here. So yes, these will be great prizes, won't they? I know sometimes when it's a matter of choosing your Celebration rewards wisely, choosing one stamp set for a level 2 item can be a little difficult, but when it's this cute, no guessing for me. Stylish sketches, so we have that cute little fox, and this kind of looks like either those orange lanterns or garlic. I don't think they're garlic because they don't grow on a tree. And then these cute little ducks and these dots. That is adorable. Does it remind anyone of Pocahontas? You know, the colors in the wind, or colors of the wind, where, like, to me, this would be therapeutic coloring. You don't need to stay in the lines. It would just be artistic and fun. Okay, we're coming to the end. 2 more things. Hippest hippos. In Celebration, you can get the stamp set and the dies. You can think of it as a level 2 item, but it's 2 level 1 items. They have, they look like glasses, but there's a little scuba thing somewhere. So here, there's drops, there's all these scuba, the umbrella, a little bucket, a little boat, ice cream cone, or maybe a party hat. I don't know. I'm guessing that's probably a life preserver. Without being able to show you the catalog, it can be tricky to figure out what all these pieces are. Got a bit of a wave. So cute, right? And who doesn't love when these cute little critters come with dies? No one wants to be fussy cutting these. You're so hip. Love me a good pun. Okay, and last, but definitely not least, I'm losing the ability to speak, is an item that you can only get right now if you purchase it as a demonstrator or if you join during Celebration. So the Making Plans Planner. Let me tell you, this thing is substantial. So in Canada, this is a $62 item, and you can only order it during this pre-order. But if you join in July or August, you will get this. I'm not going to assemble it now, but I will show you all of the parts and pieces. Aren't they, Feline? They're so cute. You know, every Celebration, there's these cute little critters, and I start off not necessarily loving them, and then they just grow on me. You start seeing samples, and it's like, oh, gotta have. Okay, I'm not going to deal with that right now, but look at this little branded Stampin' Up! Divider. Got pockets in here. Pen holder. Forgot I have a microphone on. Okay, so there's that. And then there are all of these pages. You've got tabs, which are numbered instead of having the month, which is probably easier. I was going to say given how many languages, but I mean the pages need to be in the respective languages, don't they? Feline, whoa, I've got a Leaning Tower of bundles. It is not obvious. I ended up finding a post that was in the leaders group, and one lovely leader ended up doing like a whole scavenger hunt trying to find everything that people needed. So I'll try and remember to post it, but it's awesome. Like, they're not dated. It's a weekly thing, so you've got your Monday through Thursday. Oh, yes, it is dated. Never mind. Got July. I'm not going to go through all of this right now, but I mean, it's got weekly priorities. It's got a monthly review. So whether or not you are running your Stampin' Up! As a business or not, this is going to be great, I think, for anyone that is into planners or planning. Okay, so those are all the inserts. Ooh! Some blank pages. Oh boy, oh boy. This is very easy to miss in that celebration brochure. Okay, more blank pages. We've got these tabs. Ooh, look at that. There's 2 of each. I'm not sure why. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, and only one of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If anyone else has an anomaly like that, let me know. It might just be me. Okay, and then there are some stickers like every good planner needs. Oh, this is gorgeous. Event, order, onstage, team meeting, recruiting, class, order. You've got this. Incentive trip, live your dreams, let's do this. I love lists. That is awesome. And I'm not done yet. There's still more. That is entirely possible, Judy. I will look into it more. It covers 1.5 years. Thank you. Makes sense. Okay, so this is the notebook trio. Oh, look at that. Cute. So there's one that's blank, one that has dots, and one that has lines. Woo! Who else loves this kind of stuff? Like a total stationery nerd. I am. Okay, and one last thing. There is a coordinating stamp set. So arrow, star, I don't need to read them all off, but for your order, you've got wish list, stuff, lists, on this day, goals, check all the boxes, thank you, plans, you've got the dots, you've got a solid piece. And I'm thinking, if you happen to have, and this is all celebration, this is only if you're joining or if you pre-order it this month, but I am thinking that if you are a demonstrator and you have the Let's Create Together, I don't even know if this is still available, but these would be great little planner stamps. And if you remember my little notebook card from when the annual catalog pre-order started, it's in here. I know it's in here. I do desperately need to do a card destash. You can see that this is one of 2 of my baskets of cards. So when I was creating my, I think this was for the Stamping Society, might have been Instahop, probably Instahop. I used a whole bunch of different stamps. So you can see the little globe there, the light bulb, just lots of different things. So that is it. I don't think there is an order number on the packaging, but you know what I could do? Is there? Oh, they have different order numbers. Let me 2 seconds. I'm gonna put this down. Your favorite that I've ever made. I'm just gonna grab one sheet of paper here. Not there. I usually keep them in the box. I'll run around for 2 seconds and I'm all red. Look at 3 pages. Okay, celebration will be, oh, Making Plans Collection English is, watch, these are going to sell out before people get to purchase them for joining. And this should be the same in the North American market. I can't speak for other markets, but the English version is 159957. And that includes that stamp set, the notebook trio, the planner itself, and all of those inside pages. Like everything you see here is $62. I don't remember, you probably get your discount on that too. Probably, not definitely. But that's all, right? There has been some debate, like, is this something that will entice someone to join if they're on the fence? Is this going to be what pushes them off the fence? Or is it something that is great for current demonstrators, whether they run a business or not? I mean, I don't know about you, but I have learned now that my ADHD is what keeps me doing something great, like almost flawlessly for weeks, and then it drops off. But I mean, you can't get this anywhere else. Seriously. And I'm thinking it would be great to design some stickers in Cricut Design Space or Illustrator and add some more. Wouldn't that be cute? Anyways, I now have a whole bundle of energy, so I'm going to keep going. I've got some swap cards to organize and a whole bunch of stamps to put away. Hey! So that is all. I want to thank you so much for joining me on this special impromptu. It was just under an hour, but like seriously, so much stuff. I'm going to cover you for just a second. And look at this. Like huge stack of stamps, punches, dies, planner. You can see my light there. So much stuff. And then the embossing thing as well, because I couldn't fit any more on here. So that is all. Before I make anyone seasick because my hand is shaking, I'm going to sign off. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you on Wednesday night. Bye. Trying not to shake.